What's going on, guys? Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Well, thank you for joining me live here at the airport. That's why I'm whispering, but we got baseball to talk about. I don't care if I'm in public. Aaron Judge is the big talk after Team USA's loss last night. I was in the building. First of all, World Baseball Classic, an amazing experience. I was there for the Dominican game. I was there for the Venezuelan game. I have to tell you, if you can go there in person, you need to. But the question of last night is Aaron Judge in group play was hot. Then when it gets to tournament time, he disappears and he's on a milk carton. Just like when the New York Yankees are in a big spot in the regular season, the first guy you want at the plate is Aaron Judge. In the playoffs, probably the last guy. Now, did Team USA take that whole vibe of Aaron Judge because he was the captain of the team? So does it fall on his head? Yeah, it does. But what made me a little crazy was, and Yankee fans, you can let me know in the comments below, when I was watching Team USA in this tournament, it felt like I was watching the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge not coming up in a big spot, a puppet manager that has no idea what he's doing, that doesn't set the lineups, and it's just all home run hitters. It's either strikeouts or home runs, and that's exactly what Team USA was. This wasn't a good assembled team. All right, you look at Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Italy, they're better assembled teams. Team USA is like a 12-year-old, okay, was playing MLB The Show and picked guys that he wanted. All it is 1 through 9 of home run hitters all over the place. And guess what? That's the same problems that the New York Yankees fall into. If you notice that Italy during the tournament, all they were doing was putting the barrel on the ball, putting the ball in play. Venezuela did the same thing, left 6 stranded last night. Team USA's pitching was amazing, but their hitting and their games were boring as hell. They didn't do anything to the 5th inning throughout the whole tournament, and then they wake up. And if it wasn't for Bryce Harper's home run last night, Team USA has one of the most dismal performances on the world stage ever. Were these guys too cocky? Maybe. Did these guys think that they had it won? Maybe. But I don't know. As a fan going into this, I did not think that Team USA was the favorite in last games with Venezuela's pitching. And you know what's so funny? Everyone kept hitting me up to ask me what my opinion was on betting. And I told them, you know what's so funny? Everyone kept calling me and asking me what my opinion was for betting. And Team USA was minus 125. My friend's like, I'm going to put my house on it. I was like, I wouldn't do that. They might be the 4th best team in this tournament. Japan was a better assembled team. Italy, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, the list goes on and on. But I think the guy that's not getting the blame, that deserves the blame, is Skubal. Where is Skubal? If we got Skubal in that game last night, that guy goes 7, and then we can throw our bullpen in. Instead of putting a rookie out there that had half a regular season last year, Skubal tried to split the baby, and I appreciate him showing up for one game. But guess what, Skubal? You got outpitched against Great Britain, and everyone forgets that. So where were you last night? After you left your guys high and dry, where were you? You were in Detroit camp. And for a guy that was beating his chest, oh, it's such an honor to represent Team USA, where were you? Because I think the blame falls on your head more so than Aaron Judge's head. Then, not to mention, Team USA took this tournament way, way too seriously. Whether it was Kyle Rowley being an asshole and not shaking his teammates' hands twice in the tournament because he's playing for Team USA. Listen, at the end of the day, I know this is a meaningless tournament, and the World Series is a lot more important, Aaron Judge. And some of the comments coming out of Aaron Judge during this thing, I think he's just not a good public speaker. And when he gets awkward, he just says things that try to sound good. I bet he walks out of interviews and he's like, what the fuck did I just say? Because Aaron Judge said this was more important than the World Series. Absolutely not. Okay, Aaron, what you should have said is, this is a great tournament. Representing my country is great and all, but I play for the Yankees and I want to win a World Series. Because guess what, Aaron Judge, you're not going to be one of the greatest players of all time unless you win that ring. And what scares me a lot is, how many rings does Sammy Sosa have? How many rings does Mark McGwire have? How many rings does Barry Bonds have? If you notice guys that have 50 to 55 home runs every single year, their team doesn't usually win a chip. And I think that Aaron Judge might wind up like Donnie Baseball, where the Yankees win a championship the year after he loses. He doesn't help in the clutch. And I don't think that he knew that he was offending Yankee fans when he said that this tournament was bigger than the World Series, because guess what? It's not. All right. This team, Team USA, it's a abject disappointment that they didn't win this tournament. Aaron Judge's face was all over Fox. They were the bells of the ball all season long. And after they beat the Dominican Republic, you thought this was a done deal. I wanted the Italy revenge game. That's what I wanted. But last night, all my friends, when we were talking, were like, I want to see Venezuela because it's going to be a better game. But it's like, you know what? Be careful what you wish for, because Venezuela showed up and was a better team than Team USA because they put the bat on the ball and they don't try to hit a home run every time they get up. I mean, look at Terang. Terang, the second baseman, was probably one of our best players. Terang made the World Baseball Classic All-Star game. So did the Boston Red Sox left fielder, Roman, who's going to be a stud. Then you got Paul Skeens and Logan Webb. Paul Skeens, Logan Webb did an excellent job. I'm not blaming the pitching staff for Team USA. Absolutely not. This falls on the head of Skubal, Mark DeRosa, who should be fired and never be around this job ever again. Like a guy like Buck Showalter or Joe Torre isn't available for a week in March. You know, get some old veteran guy in there, kind of pass the baton, you know, spread traditions, kind of keep that old school mentality in baseball when a game's changing all the time. But I got to admit, this was one of the best events I've ever went to. The crowd was raucous. It was unbelievable. Marlins Stadium was cool. Little Havana was amazing. The coffee, the cigars. If you can visit Miami, do it ASAP because it's a great time. The people are so nice. And you know what? We were outnumbered by Dominican and Venezuelan fans, but guess what? They are great baseball fans who root for their team, and they just have love for the game. And I think what Team USA did was they took this too seriously. I called the Dominican Republic USA game a mullet. Rock and roll in the back, all business in the front. And that's what Team USA was. They were all business. And I think they got tight when you looked in that dugout numerous times throughout this tournament. Those guys looked like they were in an FBI investigation. And I told you that right here on New York Minute. And that's what killed them, being too tight. But don't be too tight and go over to New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram, and right here on YouTube, and anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway. It's New York Minute Sports, folks. I had to be quiet because I'm in the airport right now, and I don't want to get a wellness check from the TSA like when I live at my house. But remember, if you can't be good, and I got to say this low because I'm in the airport, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Bye.